Good afternoon, everyone. Might be raining outside, but it's nice and calm over here. And everybody is warmly welcome here all the time. I'd like to welcome Reb Mendel Deutsch. It's good to have you here. Great to have you by the daf. Okay, we have the last Mishna in the second parak and the first and complex Mishna in the third parak. Not hard, but complex. We are dedicated by the Fish family to the Nishmas Basi Bas Rabbi Shlomo ben Avram Alevi, Perel Bas Ruvain. We're also dedicated to the Nishmas David ben Chaim, Lefu Shalema for Yomis ben Chayesar, Yaakov ben Bas Gileah, Schus of Avram ben Yom ben Shmuel Yehudis and family, by Yo Klugman and family, Lefu Shalema for Moshe ben Esther Fadel, Rivka Bashir Leah, Dvar Bashashabina, and Meir ben Chayesar. Also want to learn for our Chaver Adaf Aaron Swade, who was in the hospital with bronchitis and congestive heart failure. Baruch Hashem, he's doing a little better, but he needs our tefillas. Aaron ben Sarah, he should have a refuah shalema b'sei shechel Yisrael. So this is interesting. This list, Mishna Yud, Afu haya omer chamisha dvarim shel shnei masar chodesh. There are 5 matters that have a 12 months. It's mamish in your sugya berish, 12 months. Mishpat Doramabel was Shnei Masar Chodesh. The punishment of the generation of the flood was a total of a year. Mishpat Eiv, the suffering of Eiv, was Shnei Masar Chodesh. It was a year. Mishpat Amitzrim, from the time of the beginning of the Mak of Dam until we left, was Shnei Masar Chodesh. Mishkat Gog u'Magog, the punishment of Gog u'Magog, Gog, king of Magog, and Taisu says that Gog u'Magog, it's fascinating gematria, that the gematria of Gog u'Magog is 70. So 70 nations. La'asid Lavai will be Shnei Masar Chodesh, will be a year, and Mishpat Rishon B'Gehenim Shnei Masar Chodesh. Shenemar v'hoya midei chodesh b'chodshei, from month to month. In other words, from the month this year to the month the next year, a year. Rabbi Yochanan ben Nuri, I may know the Mishpat of Rishon, he makes the Mishpat of Rishon into only 49 days. Rabbi Yochanan ben Nuri is our man, right? Makes it less. Rabbi Yochanan ben Nuri, Aimer, min ha-Pesach v'ad ha'atzeres, from Pesach to ha'atzeres, because that's called, right, Shiva Bassis. So, min ha-Pesach v'ad ha'atzeres, that's from a Shabbos to a Shabbos. Shenema midei Shabbos b'Shabbatai. So from Pesach until Shavuos is 49 days. Okay, now we are going to venture again into I told you, every Mishnah in Hurrius, in Idiyos is different. This Mishnah introduces, we know Tumah can be transmitted in different ways. The most simple way is Maga, contact. Then there's Masa, then there's carrying something, even though you're not touching it, but if you're carrying it, so some things are tamei b'masa. And then a corpse has oil contamination. Our Mishnah is going to involve itself with 2 types of tumas oil. One is the classic, if there's a kazayas of a corpse under the roof together with you, or together with the keli, so it's a matame. And then there's a different type of oil, and that is that you hold your hand over the piece of the mace. So your mahal on top of the mace, that also conveys tumah ba'oil. So it's 2 types, whether you're under the same roof as the piece of mace, or if your hand is on top of the mace, so it's mahal on the mace. Now, it doesn't have to be a whole corpse, it could even be a kazayas. Our Mishnah discusses, this is advanced. What if the kazayas is cut in 2 pieces? Can the 2 pieces combine? So we're going to see that there's one opinion that they could combine if it has the same tumah. So if you're touching at the same time 2 half of pieces, or if you're carrying at the same time 2 half pieces, 2 half kazesim, or if you're under the roof and there's 2 half kazesim under the roof, or you're holding on your hand on top of 2 half kazesim, so they're going to combine because they're all the same. There is, till now, that this was like, Barish says, for this I had to get out of bed and come here. I mean, this is easy stuff, So you're going to throw in a little bit of a zinger. There is a tumah of oil. Yeah, Rebellia says, okay, now I'll listen, now you're getting me interested, right? So there is a tumah of oil called tumah ritzutza. Tumah ritzutza means a cramped tumah, a narrow tumah. So if, for example, there is a piece of a kazayas of mace, and there's a board on top of it with less than a tefach between it and the board. So that's a cramped tumah. A cramped tumah, the din is tumah b'kas v'oila, tumah b'kas v'yeredis. The tumah protects upward, and the tumah protects downward. If you hold your hand over that area, it has a din like it's touching you. It's not tumas oil, it's tumas touching. Tumah ritzutza is considered like touching. It's like a lumdish shir. Once it's considered like touching, then it might not combine with another type of tumah, like tumas oil, because it's not tumas oil, it's like touching. Right? So that's the zinger. Now that I gave you all of the hakdamas, so now the Mishnah should be easier. So, kala metamim ba'oil, all items that are metame under the same roof, like a piece of corpse, shenechleku, that divided into 2 half kazesim, v'chnisin l'seich habayis, and then they were put in the house under the roof. Reb Dais ben Hyrcanus matar. Reb Dais ben Hyrcanus says still it can't combine. It has to be a whole piece. Half pieces don't combine. The Chacham metam. The Chacham say that they're tummy, but we'll see that the Chacham say it's tummy only if it's of the same kind. Let's see. Ketzad. Hanegea b'kishnei chatzoi zeisim in anavela. If you touch 2 half a piece, now it doesn't have to be corpse. Even a nevela, even a dead animal is metame b'maga. So if you touch 2 half kazesim, or you carry 2 half kazesim, Ubameis, when a corpse, which is more sophisticated, it's matama even ba'oil. Hanegea b'kechatzi zayis, if you touch a half a zayis, o mahil al kechatzi zayis. Oh, wait a second. Why should that combine? If you touch a half a zayis and you hold your hand over a chatzi zayis, why should that combine? It's 2 types of tumas, and it's talking about tumah ritzutza. You hold it over a cramped tumah. A cramped tumah, that's like touching. Or you touch the half a zayis, and a half a zayis is roofed over you. That means you put your hand under a tumah ritzutza, so that's like touching. Or you held your hand over 2 regular half zaysim of corpses, so those are both tumas oil, or mal al kechatzi zayis v'kechatzi zayis mal olav, or you put your hand over 1 chatzi zayis, which is tumas oil, and you were under the roof of a chatzi zayis, which is also tumas oil. All of these examples, Rabbi Dais ben Hyrcanus matar. Dais ben Hyrcanus says it's tar because he holds that 2 half zaysim don't combine, but chacham mitam. But when do the Chachamim amatame? That's only, as we said, if it's the same type of tumah vehicle, whether both are maga, both are matzah, both are oil. Avol hanegea b'kechatzi zayis, if he touches a half a zayis, v'dover achar ma'alolav, and he's under the roof of a half a zayis, so one is tumas maga and one is tumas oil, or excuse me, and if and roof is over him and on the half zayis. So one is tumas maga and one is tumas oil. Oy mal al kachatzi zayis, or he puts his hand over a chatzi zayis. V'davar achar mahal alav, and something else is mal over him v'al kachatzi zayis. But the case of oy mal al kachatzi zayis was a tumah ritzutza, so that's maga. V'davar achar mal alav, and the roof is over him, that's tumas oil. Tar, because it's different types of tumas. Amar Rabbi Meir, af bezet Reb Daisa matar. In this case, Reb Daisa is matar, the Chachamim metamen, and the Chachamim is metame. You know why? Because the Chachamim hold all tumas oil is considered like it's touching you. So therefore, it's all the same. Hakol tamei, chutz min hamaga imamasa, except by a nevela, if you touch a chatzik kazayis and you carry a chatzik kazayis, that's a different thing. Va'amasa ima oil, or carrying with an oil, because even though an oil is like touching, it's different than carrying. Zakla, kol shu mishum shem echad, if it's all the same type, tamei. Mishnei shemos, if it's two types, tar. What a Mishnah, wow. What a Mishnah. But that's okay. If you want to hear a Gemara, come tonight when we're going to talk all about the different times that they thought that Mashiach would come, and he didn't. It's a Gemara that really recalls a lot of historic disappointment. And we know that we've had disappointments. Just last year, one well-known rabbi said that Mashiach will be here before Pesach. I don't know if you remember that one. They made a public statement that there was a little time where there was shalom between the Chilonim and the Jews, and they were all getting together with such actors. And he said, this is a sign that Mashiach will come before Pesach. Very dangerous to forecast Mashiach, and then when he doesn't come, it really is a blow. The Gemara will talk about that, and it's tonight at 8. Also, a few things. I did it at 2 a.m. last night, but I made the shtar hashaf for mechiras chametz. So I have that, and this is a complicated one because, it's Friday, it's Shabbos, you're keeping some of your chametz, even though you're selling your chametz. So this is more of a complicated document. Many of you that I had your emails got it already in your email. I already sent them out. But if you want a hard copy to take home, I have some hard copies here. And if you want to be an early bird and you want to come early to take care of it, we should take care of it. Also, I will be collecting Kimcha de Pischa, money to give out to the poor for Pesach, which we know is Mois Chitin, Kimcha de Pischa. And you could give me money for that. If you want to write, you could write out the check to the shul, but you have to write Mois Chitin in the memo, so I'll know. This week is the last Shal Shudas in the shul. After that, we ask everybody respectfully not to bring in chametz into the shul, so we could start preparing the shul for Pesach. I sell my house because I go away, so this shul is my way of cleaning for Pesach. So I'm going to pass it on to you and say, don't mess me up. I mean, if I feel your stender is not Pesach, I'll just throw away your stender. No, I'm just kidding. But I'll burn it, right? I'll burn it. Yeah.
What's early for Mechiras Chametz? When does early start?
Early started 5 minutes ago.